Hey, what's up guys, Stefan here. Sorry I've been away for the last 2 weeks. I've been super busy building a whole new beat selling business along with my brother, but I'll tell you a bit more about that in a moment. Today I'm bringing you the third and most likely final video on quick Logic Pro 10 workflow tips and tricks, etc. I have 5 more for you today, and that will round us off with a nice 15. Be sure to check out 1 through 10 at the end of this video. Number 1, inverted cycle. Now I'm not sure if this is the official name for this function, but it makes sense to call it this either way. So how would you use this? Well, it's a great way to experiment with an arrangement. For example, let's say I want to hear and get a feel for how this section would sound going straight into this section, bypassing what's here in the middle. Instead of moving things about and then having to move things back into place, I can use the inverted cycle function. To achieve this, simply hold Command and click the yellow cycle bar, or hold Command while selecting your area to cycle. Pretty handy. If you're wondering, this is a beat that I'm currently working on for the new beat selling site that I mentioned earlier. We've also created a new YouTube channel and a website for the new business called MFW Beats. There's no beats on the channel as of today, the 22nd of April 2017, but new beats will be going up weekly from within a few days. I'll be doing a separate video on it later in the week, but if you could hit that subscribe button in the top right hand corner of the screen right now, that would mean the world to me. And you'll be the first to hear the new beats that drop later this week. Number 2, even tracks. Again, I don't have an official name for this function. If there is one and you know it, be sure to leave it in the comment section below. And why is this useful? So often when you're making a beat, mixing or whatever, you sometimes make tracks larger and tracks smaller depending on whatever you're doing. This is normal, but it can leave things looking a bit undesirable. A simple trick is to hold down Command and click in between any 2 tracks where this new icon appears. This will make each track equal in size. You can then go ahead and adjust the size of all of your tracks as you would normally. Number 3, now this is a small one and I almost left it out, but considering I use it pretty much all the time in my sessions, I thought I best include it. And that's the function to reset faders, pan knobs and any other parameter on an audio unit. Simply hold down the option key and click on the fader or knob you wish to reset. I can only confirm that this works on stock Logic plugins, but here's a few examples. Simple, but again super useful, especially if you're tampering with settings and you want to go back to how it was originally. Number 4, separate by note pitch. As you can see, I have all of my drums on the one track in my arrange window. Sometimes I like to do this, but say I got to a point in my session where I no longer wanted each drum element, kick, snare, hi-hat, etc. on the same track, separating them manually would take some time. Separate by note pitch enables us to put each programmed drum element onto its own track in one move. I do have to mention, however, that this function works on a region by region basis. It won't recognize that the kick from region 1 is the same kick that's in region 2, and will create 2 new tracks, one for each, if that makes sense. To get around this, what I usually do is create one big region by joining all of my regions together and then performing the separate by note pitch. And last but not least, scripter. Now this isn't really to do with workflow per se, but worth the mention because it's super useful and not many people know about it. Scripter is a MIDI effect that comes with Logic Pro 10, and in the past I've been super put off by using it because as soon as you open it, you're presented with, well, script. And we're beatmakers, not programmers. Well, most of us anyways. But if we just ignore that and click up top here, we are presented with a load of presets. My 2 favorite presets are Harpeggiator, nice play on words there, which takes my MIDI input and emulates the sound of a harp. And secondly, guitar strummer, which the name speaks for itself. Do be sure to check these out because they're fun and certainly sound better than what most of us can play in manually or even program in the piano roll. And that's it guys. If you learned something new today, please be sure to let me know in the comment section below. That way I know that I'm doing a good job and I'm not wasting your time. Please be sure to subscribe to my new YouTube channel, MFW Beats. Your support is everything to me, like I said earlier. And later in the week, I'm going to reveal to you how the two channels will be intertwined and how you can benefit on this channel from being subscribed to my MFW Beats channel as well, as they're going to work hand in hand. Thanks for watching guys. I've been Stefan, and as always, happy beat making.